Sir.
Sir. Abdul Latif. Walaikum assalam.
Yes, sir. How are you,
How
sir?
are you, sir? Yes, bhai. Alhamdulillah. How are you, Latif?
Yes, I am
Yes, I
fine,
am
sir.
fine, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam. Mr. Ashik, how are you?
Assalamu alaikum,
Assalamu
sir.
alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Lubna, how are you?
Sir, how are you? Sir, how are you?
Yes, bhai.
Alhamdulillah, fine,
Alhamdulillah.
sir.
Fine, sir.
Sir, net
Sir,
problem
net
ঠিক
problem
হয়েছে,
ঠিক
sir?
হয়েছে, sir? Yes. Actually, in my room there is no network. In my another room there is no network. In my building there is no network. I am just now I made a temporary room in my garden, mango garden,
ও
and I
আচ্ছা
will
আচ্ছা
get
স্যার।
this network. And here network connection is good. I think maybe you can see this clearly.
হ্যাঁ, এখন
হ্যাঁ,
দেখতে
এখন
পাচ্ছি
দেখতে
স্যার
পাচ্ছি
ক্লিয়ার
স্যার
একদম।
ক্লিয়ার একদম। হ্যাঁ, I have just surveyed that where I can get network. So continuously for 7 days, and only for this place I will get this network.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So if maybe if my device is only 2 feet or 3 feet away, then I did not get network. Do you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Now I think we can start, right? Already we have 4 minutes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. So dear student, we are going to start the counting chapter, right? Up to there will be your exam. So your exam may be 10th, 10th August.
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir. I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I don't know, sir. Is it my problem?
Okay, maybe you can rejoin. Sabrina, maybe rejoin. Then
হ্যালো
we
স্যার।
can. হ্যাঁ, sign.
স্যার আপনার আমি দুইটা ডিভাইসে মাইক অন করা রয়েছে, তার জন্য কথা রিপিট হচ্ছে।
Two device.
Voice is echoing, sir.
স্যার একটা ডিভাইসে মাইকটা মিউট করে দেন তাহলে স্যার।
But I am using only one device.
সরি স্যার।
কথা রিপিট হচ্ছে।
স্যার আপনার কথা রিপিট হচ্ছে না, বাট আমাদের কথা রিপিট হচ্ছে।
Oh. So
Sir, I
what
think
should
this is your headphone problem.
my headphone problem?
Maybe, sir.
Can you now is it okay by
I think. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now
Yes,
it's
sir.
okay.
Your voice is clear.
Now it's okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sign. Thank you. Okay, dear students, today we are going to start the counting chapter. Counting chapter. There are several some things here. One is pigeonhole principle. That is very simple things. Another we are going to learn uh, uh, probability here also, including probability, permutation, and combination. Do you understand? These 4 things. This is our objective. Inshallah, we will cover within this week. One is pigeonhole principle, another is probability, and permutation and combination, and relevant some math. Do you understand? This is our
Yes, sir.
main objective.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
today's objective, after finishing this class, you will be able to know what is pigeonhole principle, and how can you solve it. This is very easiest things, right?
Sir,
Sure.
I have a question, sir, about midterm exam, sir.
Yes, Habib.
Sir, midterm exam date 10
10th
August, sir.
10th August.
And Viva?
Viva after 10th maybe
In class time or sir in a whole day?
no, not class time. Maybe from 7 to 12 I'm going to arrange because I have 150 students. Do you understand, Habib?
Yes, sir.
150 students I have to finish within this limit. So I'm thinking in this way, that is maybe 2 days. 2 days, inshallah, we will finish from 7 to 12, something like this.
Okay, sir.
From 7 a.m. to 12 p.m.
স্যার
Right?
ভাইবা কি হবে শিওর মানে
Sir, 7 a.m. is
অথরিটি থেকে কি
too early,
ডিসিশন
sir.
আসছে?
Yes, my coordinator that told us that is something like this, but not finalized. But there is something like message. So mentally, they told me that mentally we have to take prepare so that we can finish Viva by this time.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
Sakib.
7 a.m. is too early, sir. Sir,
Okay,
for us.
okay. Actually, 7 a.m. too early, but your Viva only 10 minutes, right, Sakib?
Yes, sir.
So in previous semester also I have arranged 7 to 8. That's why I'm just telling. Otherwise I cannot finish. Do you understand, Sakib?
Yes, sir. Is it possible, sir, for those of who have problem can give it later, sir?
Yes, also.
Okay,
Also.
sir.
Okay. So now coming to the point, if there is a question from pigeonhole principle, there need to state the statements, right? State the pigeonhole principle. Do you understand the question?
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
need to
sir.
memorize or you need to write down this statement. So a statement is something like this. Immediately, sometimes before, maybe 20 or 30 minutes before, I provide the some picture in messenger group. I mean, Rosen books page, some pages. Huh? We are just following from the Rosen books. We are everything copying from Rosen books. Do you understand, dear student?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So that statement is given in page number 399, 399, counting chapter, pigeonhole principle. So what is the statement you need to write? So would you please write? I will explain. Okay. The statement is something like this: if k is a positive integer, if k is a positive integer and k plus 1 or more objects or more k or more objects are placed into k boxes, then there is at least then there is at least then there is at least one box, then there is at least one box containing one or containing two or more of the objects, containing two or more of the objects. This is the statement. Okay. This is the statement. Have you finished your writing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, dear student. Now coming to the explanation. If k, what is k? K is a positive integer, right? K's value definitely it will be positive. I mean, zero, zero. Is it possible? It will be value of k. Why is it?
Yes, sir. Positive. No, sir.
Okay, it's negative one. Can you say k will be the
No,
negative
sir.
one?
No, sir.
No,
No, sir.
because two, that will be the value
Yes,
of
sir.
k.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It can be.
Okay, if I write 2.5, can I say its value will be k
No,
2.5?
sir.
No,
No,
because
sir.
it's not integer, right?
Yes, sir.
2.5 is not integer. Minus 1 is not positive integer. This is integer, but negative integer, not positive integer. So this value, this does not satisfy this condition. Positive integer, it start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and any whole number, natural number, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? So that will be the k. And since k, so definitely since k, like the number of pigeon and number of box. So number of pigeon, I think it is impossible. If there is no pigeon, you can denote it by 0. If there is one pigeon, you can denote it by 1. But if you say their k value is negative 1, so how can you explain? Can we explain negative 1 or 2.5? Is there any
No, sir.
No,
possibility that
sir.
No, sir.
pigeon number will be fraction? So there is no chance, right? From
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
basically we know that the k, since k represent by a number of pigeon or pigeonhole, so definitely it must be a integer number, positive integer number. So k done, right? There is student k done, okay? K
Yes, sir.
positive integer. And k plus, now coming to the next point, k plus 1 or more objects are placed into k boxes. So we have to put, we have to keep k plus 1 or more objects into k boxes. As for example, if we say there are three objects we want to place in two containers. This is a two box, right? Box number 1, box number 2, right? So box 1, so 3 can be written since there are two box, so 2 plus 1, right? Or more. More means it's more. So maybe 3. So 2 plus 2. Can I write something like this? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So there are two box. In if you want to keep, if you want to place, if you want to put 3 or more. I mean, if you want to place 3 pigeon, you have to keep how many pigeons? 3 pigeons. So 3 pigeons. So 1 pigeons you may here, you can put here. 1 pigeons you can put here. So what will be the other pigeons? Additional pigeons, since there are 3 pigeons. So 1 pigeon maybe you must have to put here or here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Since we have considered 3 pigeons, and we have to place in two boxes, in two pigeonhole, in two boxes. So if we equally likely input 1 and 1 pigeon, so what will be the extra 1 pigeon? You need to place it here or here. So you can say just Yes, I'm placing another pigeon into the first box. Now check, dear student, we have placed 2 plus 3 or more objects are placed into K boxes. We have placed it. We have placed 3. We have 3 pigeons. We have placed in 2 boxes. What is the statement says? Then there is at least one box containing 2 or more objects. Here, at least one box. This box containing 2 pigeons. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is a simple definition. Simple definition. If number of more pigeons you have comparative to the pigeonholes, definitely there will be at least, maybe there will be 2 or 4, 5, 6, 7. If you consider more, so how many? If you 4, so here you may keep here and here. Can I place it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So does it satisfy this at least one box? At least, is it satisfy at least?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
it is satisfied, right? It satisfies the at least because there are 2 boxes containing more objects. But what is our statement says? The statement says at least 1 box. So minimum at least one box containing 1 or more 2 or more objects. Then you can say yes. According to the Pigeon principle, this satisfies, right? Do you have any question or not? Dear student, if you have a question, please raise your question.
Not now, sir.
As for example number 1, among any group of 367 people, there must be at least 2 with the same birthday. Can anyone explain? Habib, can you explain this?
I am right now. I am just seeing.
Baijit, are you with us? Baijit, Lubna?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. My question is for Lubna and Baijit. In a group of 27 is English words, right? In any group of 27 English words, how many English words, Baijit?
27.
27. There must be at least 2 that begin with the same letter. Can you explain, Lubna? There must be at least 2 begins with the same letter. How many words? There are 27 words. 27 words. You have to prove at least 2 words that start with the same letter. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Got it.
27 words. 27 words. So each and every word that makes, but you have to prove at least 2 words. 2 words are start with the same letter. Same letter. So how many English letters?
26.
26. So there are 26 letters. There are 26 letters. So if you consider this 26 letter as a box, as a pigeonhole, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So letter A, B, C, D, something like this. Then Z. So if you consider as a box, as a pigeonhole, so just you need to write the letters, consider the English letters as a pigeonhole. Done?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Let us consider as a pigeonhole, letter as a considered pigeonhole, and words are considered as a pigeon. Words are considered as a pigeon. Then 27 divide 26. What is the result?
So 1 point something.
Dear student, there is a name you can check if you read the book. There is a format, there is a symbol. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I have no another pen. I did not write like this 27 divided 26. I did not write like this 27 divided 26. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Got it.
I did not write like this symbol. We are using like this symbol. Do you understand?
Sir, what is the name of this symbol?
Do you understand? Its name is selling function, right? Selling, higher.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You
Selling
understand?
function.
Yes, sir.
Selling function. I think maybe some of you have heard this name. Selling function. This name is floor function. Floor, right? Actually, there is a difference between selling function and floor function and round up or round below. Do you understand? Round up and round below, there is a difference. Actually, round up and round, what is this? Please try to understand, okay? I know, I think you know, some of the students you know. Round up, you are telling the rounding up. এরকম বলেন না? হ্যাঁ?
Yes, sir.
Or rounding below, or round below. এরকম, do you understand? Round up, round below. So dear student, in terms of selling function, this is selling function. So on this selling function, what is our result? What is the result?
So
Sir,
1.03.
1.03.
1.03, right? Something like this.
Yes,
Eh?
sir.
So since we are using selling function, directly it will be 2. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You need to
Understand.
consider immediately after one integer. So here, what is integer number? 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Integer number is 1. Here integer number is 1. So since this is selling function, means you need to write after one integer. So what is the immediately after one integer? One integer is 2. So you need to write as a 2. So it does not matter. It does not matter whether it is 99554433. What is the value? It does not matter. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But similarly, if you write here 26, divide by 27, so your result may be something like this. What is the result?
0.96.
Sir, 0.9.
Okay, 0.9. So 0.9, since this is floor function, try to understand. Since this is floor function, you need to consider here actually here is 0, right? So you need to consider as a 0.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because this is a floor function. Now coming to the round up. Round up as for example 2.46. So if you want to round up, how can you round up it? So 2 point you can add because it's greater than 5. So you can add with this 4. So 4 plus 1, that is 5, right? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Again you can write, since this is 5, so you can write as a 3. So this is round up. You are rounding up. Or maybe 2.99 you can write as a 3. This is rounding up. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
But
sir.
but for selling function, whatever is given, if some integer, if there is integer like 102 point some values. So what will be the if you are using selling function, what will be the value?
103.
103,
Sir,
sir.
103.
Very good. 103. That is the criteria for selling function. Do you understand or not?
Yes,
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Clear.
So there is a difference between round up and selling function. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Clear.
So in terms of round up, if there is 2.33, you cannot write 3. Can you write?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You cannot
No,
round
sir.
up.
No,
You cannot
sir.
round up. So you need to use here below, round below,
Yes, sir.
right? So you can write here 2. But if there is selling function, yes, you can write 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in our pigeonhole method, we will use selling function.
Definitely, we have to use selling function, right? In some
Okay,
cases,
sir.
you have to use selling function. In some cases, you have to use floor function, right? But selling function, most of cases, you have to use selling function, right? Bayajit?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Do you have any question? Please raise your question. If you do not understand, raise your question. Boardটা নষ্ট। Is it clear? Can you proceed for the next?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Please, এগুলো মনে রাখেন. These are the important things. Selling function, floor function. This is the actually important thing. Okay. Please memorize this. You have to use this. Okay. In some cases, you have to use it. Now coming to the another point. Actually, today we are going to only explain this pigeonhole principle, and this math are very very short. You can check. There are some several examples given, exercise given. You can easily do it. Another example, example number 3. There are 32 microcomputer in a computer center. How many microcomputer? 32. Please keep a
32.
note. There are 32 microcomputers in a computer center. Each microcomputer has 24 ports. How many ports?
24.
24 ports. Each computer has 24 ports. How many different ports to a microcomputer in the center? How many microcomputers are there in the center?
32.
So it's like 32 into 24.
Very good. 32 into 24, right? This is a
So
simple
it's the
thing.
total
Yes, sir.
ports.
768.
Yes. Yes. So that's why we have to learn two rule. One is product rule, another is sum rule. Do you understand? One is product rule, another is sum rule. Okay. As like you are telling that there are 32 computers and each computer 24 ports. How many ports?
768.
There are 24 ports. Since there are 24 ports and each computer, so two computers, something like this. Two computer 48 ports, something like this. Do you understand? So we have to just multiply. We have to just multiply. So there, this rule name is product rule. Okay. Do you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Understood, sir.
That is given in page number 386. Page number 386. You can check there. Should I explain it?
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir. Can you sir please explain it to me?
Okay. So try to understand. Actually, just remember this example. That will be very easy to understand. Suppose that a procedure can be broken down into a sequence of two tasks. Suppose you have a task. Suppose you have a task, right? And you have broken this task into a sequence of two tasks. Do you understand, Farhan?
Yes, sir.
So you are just divide into two tasks. So, as for example, if there are n one ways to complete the first task, do you understand or not? If how many tasks, how many way you can complete the first task?
In one way, sir.
In one way. In first to complete first task, you need to apply in one ways. And if in one way each has you need to complete in two ways, so how many, something like this, you need to just multiply n1 into n2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is the statement says that if there are n1 ways to do the first task, and for each of these ways of doing the first task there are n2 ways to do the second task, then there are n1 into n1 into n2 way to complete the whole task. Do you understand, Farhan?
Sir, can I please write?
Yes, I understand.
Minhaj? Minhaj?
Sir, can I please write the whole thing?
Actually, all this statement is lengthy, so that is given in your messenger group, Minhaj. Did you check your messenger group? I'm just already
Okay,
provide as a picture, huh? Just try to understand. We have a task to complete, right? So you have to finish this first task. Maybe you can say this is the first task. Okay, Minhaj, first task. You can say this is the first task and this is the second task. So for first task, this first task, this first task you need to complete by in one ways. How many ways you can complete this task by in one ways?
in one.
I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 ways. You can complete the first task in 10 ways. Do you understand, Minhaj?
Yes, sir.
So these 10 ways, how many ways? These 10 ways, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this. There are 10 ways, right? You are complete this first task, you are complete by 10 ways, and each one ways, this ways, you need to complete by, again, if you are telling, you need to complete by 5 ways. This each task you can complete by how many ways? 5 ways. Do you understand, Mina?
Yes, sir.
So for this task you are doing by 5 ways, this also doing by 5 ways, this also doing by 5 ways, something like this, right?
Yes, sir.
So actually 5 ways, then 5 ways, then 5 ways. So how many ways you have completing? How many
30.
5 ways? How many 5? There will be how many 5? This task you will complete by 5 ways. This task again your second task, I mean first one is this task also you can complete by 5 ways. So these two tasks, these two you can complete by 10 ways, 15 ways, something like this. This how many ways you have completed here? So 50 ways. So 50 ways, how can you do it? Actually, this is nothing but this first task you are complete by first task you are complete by 10 ways, and each 10 ways, each ways is there are 10 ways. So each way you can complete by 5. So this 5 times 10 equals to 15. This is called product rule. Do you understand or
Okay.
not? Minhas,
Yes, sir.
Minhas, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
that is the point. I mean, that is called product rule. You have to apply in where I'm telling you have to apply in a permutation, combination, and probability. Huh? Try to understand. Okay. These are simple things. Simple things. That is, all these things are written as a statement. Right? Na? Mina?
Okay, sir.
And what is the sum rule? Lubna, can you explain the sum rule? That is given in page number 389. Lubna Akhtar, can you explain the ER rule, sum rule? Lubna, are you with us? Maybe Lubna disconnected.
Hello, sir. I'm hearing you,
Hey,
sir.
Lubna, can you explain the
Which
sum
page,
rule?
sir?
Eh?
So page number কত, sir?
Page number 389. Sorry, yeah, 389. Yes, 389. Page number 389. Did you find Lubna?
No, 389 page, sir. They have 385, 387. Where is 389, sir?
Okay, 390 page. 390, but actually not 90. And if you find the book, you can check the last page, right? Last page. Today, Baijit, can you help us?
Yes, sir.
So would you please explain the procedure? That is statement, I mean sum rule.
So for which math?
A sum rule, just tell me the sum rule. The statement is given. Would you please explain? Did you find this, or you are unable to find?
So 390 pages.
Sir, the summary is like that: n of a or b equal n of a plus n of b, sir. Like that, sir. Am I right, sir?
Would you please tell me again, Habib?
Yes, sir. So sum rule is like that, sir. N of a or b equal n of a plus n of b.
Yes, yes, something like this. So in terms of language, can you explain, Habib? That's
Okay,
good.
sir. Okay, sir.
Ah.
So it's like this. So simply, it's a initiative idea that that we have a number of ways doing something like A and B. Number of ways doing another thing that we cannot both and the same time, sir. Then there are A plus B ways to choose the like that action, sir. That is the thing, sir.
Good.
Am I right, sir?
Yes. Yeah, Baijit.
Yes, sir.
Baijit Lubna, can you say something regarding to Habib?
Sir, I find this statement. Can I say it?
Yeah, yes, Minhas. Why not? Yes, definitely.
Sir, I find it from Kohler. The sum rule states the probability of two or more exclusive events. according is equal to the sum of the individual probabilities.
Ha. Do not go to the probability, that different thing.
Sir,
Nah,
actually,
but good. Ha. Baijit.
so if there are n of a ways to do a and sir n of b, then sir actually n of a plus n of b. That means we cannot do both at the same time, sir. I mean, there are a plus b ways to choose one of the actions.
Ha. Actually, again, there are several tasks. Maybe you have two tasks, three tasks, or four tasks. Suppose, suppose this first task you are completing by n one way, right? Baijit.
Yes, sir.
And second task, this is not related with this. So second task again you are completing by in two ways. This total task, how many way you can complete it?
So two ways.
So
Yes, sir, two ways.
this first part you are completing by n one ways, right, Lubna? First task you are
Yes, sir.
completing by n one ways, and second task individually you are just doing. Individually you are completing by n two ways. So how many ways you are apply here to complete this total task?
Sir,
N1
n1
plus
plus
N2.
n2.
That's the sum rule, right? So generalize,
Yes,
you
sir.
can generalize it. Not necessarily you can divide into two parts, maybe three, four, five things. So first task you can complete by two ways. Second task you can complete by five ways. Third task you can complete by 10 ways. So just sum it up. That is the sum rule. Do you
Sir,
understand?
mainly there is no common ground, sir,
Yes, sir.
between the N1 and N2 steps, right,
Yes,
sir?
yes. As like just compare with this product rule. Product rule, you are completing the first task in one way, right? And each
Yes,
in
sir.
one ways you can complete by in two ways, right? So that's why
Yes,
you
sir.
need to multiply, but here is no common here. Individually you are just doing. Individually you are just doing, so at the end of this you are just summing up, right?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
Farhan?
Yes, sir.
So that is the product rule and sum rule. I think, or if you have any question, please raise your question. Dear student, please raise your question if you do not understand. Now, last one. Today's last objective is generalized pigeonhole principle. Generalized pigeonhole principle. The generalized then there is at least one box containing do you understand this? I have already explained this scaling function, right? I have already explained this.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
is it uh, uh, should I explain it or already I have explained actually? Huh? Abdul
Already,
Khalik?
sir.
Huh.
Sir.
Already explained it, sir.
Already explained. By when I solving math, that time 27 by 26, we are using this symbol, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, generalized way and original principle, manually. As for example, you are telling there are 26 letters. This is manual way, right? You need to draw something like this. There are 26 cell. There are 26 cell, and you are placing here A, here B, here C, D, dot Z. So there are 26. You are making a word by starting A, right? Because how many words? There are 27 words, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
27 words.
So we have to make 27 words. We have to make 27 words. So 7 words you can just make by A, whose first letter is A. Second word you can make by first letter is B. Similarly, first letter is Z, right? So how many words you
Yes.
have formed? We have formed 26 letters. So remaining one word, maybe A, that is start from A, maybe starting letter A, maybe B, maybe C. Do you understand? Do you understand the manual way? I mean
Yes, sir.
pigeonhole principle. But if you convert this idea into mathematics, I mean which one you are telling here, by generalized. You are telling we are just converting. What we are doing? আমরা কি এরকম করেছি? আমরা এরকম করেছি যে 27 divide 26. What we have done it? We have done by using this generalized formula. We are using generalized formula, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is manual way. You are telling this is a pigeonhole principle. Manually you are telling, but when you are solving like this, so this is the generalized. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear,
Sir,
sir.
in exam, sir, will we follow the sir generalized pigeonhole format or sir the manual, sir, for our exam, sir?
Oh, that depends on you, Habib. Definitely you can use this formula, right? এভাবে draw করবেন নাকি?
Okay, sir.
করলে ভালো. That depends on you, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
is not mandatory. You have to do this by this way. This is not mandatory. You can do it in any way. This is main focus pigeonhole principle, that is maybe generalized word. Actually you can sum only 2, you can subtract only 2, you can multiply 2 নাকি at a 2 times আমরা তো multiply করে থাকি 3 4 5 6 7,000. We can add, but what is the addition? You can add only at 2. We can compare 2, right? Habib, do you understand, Habib?
Yes, sir.
we
Yes,
can
sir.
we can compare only 2 between 2, except 2 we cannot compare, but we can also compare among, right? তাহলে কি করি আমরা? We are just using the generalized form. Do you understand the point?
Yes, sir.
So you can do it by generalized or by pigeonhole principle. So this is the statement. Please, these two statements memorize. Memorize these two statements. There will be a question. If So you need to write on your khata. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sure. So that's all for today. If you have a question regarding to, I think these math are very, very short and easy. I think each and every student you can solve. So how can you solve math? Again, I'm just helping you. How can you solve math, dear student? First step, you need to compare. You can just convert which one is pigeon and which one is pigeonhole. Do you understand my point or not?
Yes, sir.
When
একটা
there
ম্যাথ
is a
করলে ক্রিয়া হতো আর কি
we have already solved. There are 26 letter, 27 words. So just write the 26 letter we can consider as a pigeonhole. Do you understand, Bajit? I have already told you.
ওকে স্যার
তারপরে তো আমরা লিখলাম এরকম, তাই না? জাস্ট এরকম লিখেন, জাস্ট রাইট let us consider letter as a pigeonhole and words as a pigeon. Done, Bajit? Bajit, do you understand or not?
ইয়েস স্যার আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড
Just at the beginning of any math, just two things just introduce. One is pigeonhole, another is pigeon. Which one you are considered as a pigeonhole and which one you are considered as a pigeon, that is important. And just divide it by using scaling function.
ওকে স্যার
Do you understand or not? Do you understand,
Understood.
Farhan,
Yes, sir.
Lubna? Lubna, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Rikta, Ifrat Jahan, do you understand? Ifrat, why you are late today?
Sir, my net connection is very good, sir.
Yes, sir.
আমরা অনেকদিন পর আজকে ক্লাস নিলাম। কনজিকিউটিভ
শান্তি মতো ক্লাস হলো স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, কনজিকিউটিভ 3 ক্লাসেস আমরা নিতে পারি নাই অ্যাকচুয়ালি। Mehdi Hasan Munna, why you are late, gentlemen? Munna, why you are joining late? Is there any traffic jam?
নো স্যার কারেন্ট ছিল না স্যার এই জন্য স্যার নেট ছিল না এই জন্য জয়েন করতে পারিনি
Hadiuzzaman,
Yes, sir.
Selim Hussain Sohag. Selim?
Yes, sir.
Selim, today why
Yes,
you are
sir.
silent? You are doing any other task except math?
No sir, I am sick today sir.
Oh. What's happening? Yeah, Selim.
Sir, I am suffering from fever.
Oh. Did you take medicine? Selim?
No sir. No sir.
ওষুধ খাও। সাকিবুল্লাহ মিয়ান।
Yes, sir.
মশিউর রহমান।
ইয়েস স্যার
Hilal Mahdi Hasan Sohag.
Yes, sir.
Israfil Hussain.
Present, sir.
And Mahdi Hasan Sohag, why you are late, Mr. Mahdi?
Sir,
Mr.
ये
Mahdi,
किसी प्रॉब्लम sir.
সবাই একই রকম কথা বললে হবে। শাহাদাতুল্লাহ নাইম।
Yes, sir.
আনিকা বুশরা।
Yes, sir.
নিয়াজ মোর্শেদ।
Yes, sir.
হোসাইড এমডি সাফাত।
Yes, sir.
বন্নি বিশ্বাস।
Yes, sir.
বন্নি বিশ্বাস। নজরুল ইসলাম।
প্রেজেন্ট স্যার
Yes, sir.
আর রেদওয়ান আহমেদ রাতুল।
Yes, sir.
ইমতিয়াজ হোসেন রাফি।
ইয়েস স্যার
And Sadiqul Islam, you are also late. I don't know why.
Sir, 10 minutes late.
হ্যাঁ।
Sorry, sir.
তানজুম আক্তার।
Yes, sir.
Tonu present. Farjana Tania.
Yes, sir.
Israt Jahan Era. Israt.
Yes, sir.
Khalik present, Toma
Yes,
present.
sir.
Onik,
Yes, sir.
why didn't
Yes,
you
sir.
respond anything?
Sir, I listen, sir.
Shine Iqbal.
Present, sir.
Sir, Honey.
Oh, Shine. Hey, Hani, you are present, honey. Farjan Akhtar Hima.
Present, sir.
Raida Fairoz. Raida, are you present?
Sir, present, sir.
Okay, Romana Afroj.
Present, sir.
Lubna present, Sabrina. Ifrat Jahan Lima present.
Yes, sir.
Jyoti present. Shanta Chaudhary.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hamim, your attendance is given. Ruhul Amin. Rahatil Mahmuda, are you present? Are you present,
Yes,
miss?
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Moshiur Rahman. Minhaj present, Nahida. Nahida, why you are late? And you are regular late. I don't know why. Miss Nahida Islam.
Oh, sir, actually, my internet connection is too much buffering.
Humayun Kabir.
Yes, sir.
Humayun Kabir
Yes, sir.
present. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then Khondokar Habib present. Mitu.
Yes, sir.
Sanjida Khan Mitu.
Yes, sir.
Orchita Roy.
Yes, sir.
Shumai Islam Santa.
Yes, sir.
Kaji Faria Sarmin.
Yes, sir.
Siab Sarwar.
Yes, sir.
Jobair Hossain. Jobair. Shahin present.
Sir, he got maybe disconnected.
Sure. Thank you, dear students. Thank you for joining class.
Sir, sir,
Yes.
Asha Tasmika present.
As Sabrina and Rikta, you are present. Absent করবো
Sir,
নাকি
Haida
বলেন?
Farid present.
And Fairoz, yes, you are present also. Your attendance also given. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir, and have a good day, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.